Week 16, start bench late night graveyard night edition show where we're answering phone calls, doing the voicemail thing, breaking down week number 16. We've got weather to talk about. I've got a whole weather. Let me even hit that for you so you can see what it looks like. We got a whole weather situation going on. Breakdown on weather. I'm your weatherman. I'm your meteorologist, your fantasy football Santa meteorologist, and I'm here to help guide you. D-Class first in the building. Hit the thumb up on your way in the door. Subscribe if you're new. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is up, good people? You are watching the Fantasy Football Show. I'm here to help you dominate your Week 16 weekend. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of you. Very excited to be here with you on the Christmas Eve before Eve. And we're going to break down everything you need to know walking into your Week 16 battle. And we're going to take phone calls, talk about weather, do the whole thing, the whole deal. First, let's get right into the phone calls. I've got my Instagram group, my IG voicemail group. If you want to become an Instagram voicemail leaver, all you got to do is go to my Instagram and you'll see a subscribe button right there on my profile. If you click that subscribe button for $4.99 per month, a mere half a cup of coffee these days, you can get into a elite group of people where you can conversate with these other individuals all day long. You know, like-minded individuals that are also paying $4.99. And while $4.99 is not a huge amount of money, it makes you serious when you're in a group paying $4.99 that you're going to get back to each other, help each other. And any voicemails, here's the part where I come in. Any voicemails that are left, I play on the show and I record my response in the app. Tag you so you don't have to go hunting through my show. You'll have it right in the chat, as well as you can watch it on the show if you want. So let's get right to those voicemails. This one is from Tyler.
Hey Schmitty, I got a quick question for you. I had Jonathan Taylor. I'm in the semifinals right now. Do I start Deion Jackson? I think he's the primary back. I know Zach Moss is getting a lot of work. So do I start Deion Jackson or Brian Robinson against the Niners? I also have Chuba Hubbard, but I'm kind of leaning a little bit off Chuba. Thanks.
Why? I got to ask him why. Why are you leaning off Chuba? I'm not necessarily saying Chuba is an absolute lock. And, you know, we can pull up this weather again. This is going to be one of those situations here. Let me pull up the weather. You've got the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions, bro. Weather, 30-degree wind gusts, probably 12 to 15-degree normal weather, 33 degrees, probably a lot of running. However, Detroit could get up and that could take Chuba out, but they could throw to Chuba. I lean Chuba Hubbard of those options. Deion, I suppose, would be my second best choice. If the chat disagrees with me, let me know. But I'm going to probably lean Chuba, bro. That was, who was it that left that message? That was Tyler. Tyler, thank you very much. That one's Tyler. I'm going to tag Tyler, let him know that I already answered that question. And now I'm going to go to the next voicemail. Appreciate you, Tyler. Okay, and again, if you guys want to become members of the voicemail group, all you got to do is click on subscribe on my Instagram, The Fantasy Football Show.
I'm in Dynasty Superflex League, and I've been flexing Jalen Hurts all year up until this week. Should I replace him with Andy Dalton, Malik Willis, Tyler Huntley, or Nick Foles?
What is on my hat? Tyler Huntley. What is the question again? What did he say? Let's see here. This is Carl, right?
All right, I'm in a Dynasty Superflex League, and I've been flexing Jalen Hurts all year up until this week. Should I replace him with Andy Dalton, Malik Willis, Tyler Huntley, or Nick Foles?
That's a horrible set of options, man. Carl, my guy. First of all, congrats on flexing Hurts. That's an awesome flex, bro. Nice drafting. Probably gonna lean Foles, man. That's a weird answer. It feels weird, but those other answers, you got the weather involved. I probably take the chance on Foles, but I don't like any of those options, to be honest. But I appreciate you. That was Carl. So Carl, that message was for Carl. Let me tag that in the voicemail group and let him know that that's in there, waiting for him with a tag and an arrow pointing up to that message. So not only does he get to be a part of the show, not only can he re-listen to the show and hear his question answered by me, but he can find it immediately inside the live chat. Again, that is the Fantasy Football Show on Instagram. Click the subscribe button. Next message, that was Carl. This is Big Howard.
Hey, Smitty, I need a flex play this week. I got Rashad White, Michael Pittman, and Dylan. Full PPR, need one for the flex.
Wow.
Thanks.
Big Howard, I like Dylan probably most, but I do like Rashad White. Given its PPR, given the Cardinals are probably going to get worked over by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, given that they will throw to Rashad White. But I'm going to go with the hot hand in Dylan and say that they're going to feed him. But trust your gut because Rashad White's a very close next up. Appreciate you, Big Howard. That was Big Howard. Okay, Big Howard's taken care of. I'm going to tag Big Howard on that. Next question is going to be from, who is this? This is Lewis.
Start McKinnon or Walker. I already had Etienne and Evan Ingram play yesterday, so that's not too bad. And I have Saquon in the lineup also.
Attaboy, Lewis. Nice job, man. I'm going McKinnon, and I'm not even hesitating, and I love Kenny Walker. But Kenny Walker is banged up. Even if he plays, he could get re-injured, or maybe they're not honest about his workload or whatever, and McKinnon's on fire. You cannot sit McKinnon, in my opinion, and the weather is going to make for some good McKinnon run. Get McKinnon out there, but I love Walker. I wish you could start both of them. Okay, so that is who is this? Who was that again? That was Lewis. So we'll go Lewis. Thank you, Lewis. Okay. Now we got Blackbeard.
Hey, what's going on, Smitty? I got a defense question for you. Would you start Tennessee versus Houston or Cleveland versus New Orleans with that bad weather?
Probably.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you, Blackbeard. Blackbeard, I'm going to go Cleveland. The wind's going to be the most aggressive. Let me pull that weather report up here. The most aggressive out of all the weather games. Cleveland and New Orleans is a 60-plus mile-an-hour wind gust with probably a 18 to, I would say, 20, well, maybe 18 to 30 regular wind speeds. 11 degrees, second coldest game. Quarterback madness, no Olave, no Mark Ingram. I think they run the ball a lot. Maybe the Saints can figure out a way to win the game by running Kamara a ton, and Taysom. But I think that Cleveland's got a lot of opportunity for some turnovers. Both games are pretty good. Trust your gut on it. And if anybody disagrees with me, let me know. So that is Blackbeard. Blackbeard, appreciate you. And that does it. That puts a wrap on the voicemails. Okay, line break. Let's see here. Next show. Below this line. Boom. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it in the voicemail group. So everybody leaves a voicemail after my line break there. I'm putting arrows down there. Next show below this line. Anybody leaves a voicemail is going to be on the next show. So appreciate my voicemail crew. I got voicemails from the voicemail group number 2 here. This old school group.
Hey, Smitty.
There he is.
It's Robert. Tomorrow night
about tomorrow.
New York. It's going to be a rainy mess slop fest of a game.
We're going to need you to
Thursday
come in
night.
on Saturday.
What do you think about Jacksonville's...
Okay, so Robert, I'm sorry I missed this question about the Thursday
Hey,
game.
Smitty, I was wondering if I should start Rashad White, Deontay Foreman, or Deion Jackson this week. Also,
Rashad
should I
White.
start Kittle, Darren Waller, or Hill?
Okay, Cole, I'm going to say Kittle, and then I'm going to say Rashad White. Appreciate you, Cole. All right, let's leave that one for Cole. Cole, my guy. Appreciate you. Cole, there you go. There you go, Cole. And then Robert, I'm so sorry, man. I missed your question. Okay, Victor.
Yo, it's Midi. What's up? Victor here. Who should I start? Zonovan Knight, Zach Moss, or McKinnon?
Sorry.
Running back spot.
First of all, Victor, the fact that you even put McKinnon and some of those guys in Zach Moss into the McKinnon. I'm sorry. You put Knight and Zach Moss in the McKinnon bracket, in the bucket of McKinnon, is crazy. McKinnon's like a top 5 running back right now. It's like proves otherwise. Come on, Victor. Jeez. Can I really ask that question, Victor? Take a lap. Zach Moss and McKinnon? How's that even in the same universe, Victor? B-Men.
Looks like Kenneth Walker is a go, but barring any setback in pregame, would you go Travis Homer or A.J. Dillon? DJ Dallas is also available.
Okay, B-Men. B-Men. I'm going to roll with... I forgot the question. I think it was Dillon. A.J. Dillon? Oh, B-Men. Let me listen to it again. I forgot.
Looks like Kenneth Walker is a go, but barring any setback in pregame, would you go Travis Homer or A.J. Dillon?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like I said, Beeman, I had it right. It's Dillon, but Walker will play. And if Walker plays, it's Walker. Okay, thank you, Beeman. The worst is when I'm trying to do this and people are typing in between my messages. Come on, Cole. You're getting in the way, Cole. You're getting in the way, Cole. Kittle or Hill? I'm going to go Kittle. But Hill's higher risk, higher reward. But you're in the middle, Cole. I'm in the middle of doing something, Cole. Take a lap. All right, B-Man, appreciate you. Robert, another one.
Hey, Smitty. It's Robert. Need my flex for this week.
Okay.
Cam Akers, Deion Jackson,
Yeah.
Rashad White,
Yeah.
or Mike Evans.
Oh.
Thanks, Smitty. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Robert, we're going to have you come in on Saturday, tomorrow, on Christmas Eve, and type up some more TPS reports, okay? So we're going to have you also come in on Sunday, on Christmas Day. On top of that, Robert, we're going to need you to start Mike Evans, because Mike Evans is by far the best player in this situation, okay? Thank you, Robert. We swear he's from Office Space. We're pretty sure that's Lumberg. We're pretty sure. Listen to it. We're pretty sure it's Lumberg. I don't know if you've ever seen Robert and Lumberg in the same room before. I haven't. This sounds like Lumberg. You tell me. Hey,
Smitty. It's Robert.
It's Lumberg. I mean, Robert.
This week, Cam Akers, Deion Jackson, Rashad White.
Okay.
Or Mike Evans. Thanks, Smitty. Appreciate you.
Okay. Appreciate you. Next show below this line. Boom. Okay. Voicemail group 2 is out of the way. Now let's go to voicemail group number 1. We got Terry Roberts with us with a question.
Hey, Smitty. I got
Hey,
a
Terry.
question regarding quarterbacks for next season. This year, I drafted Herbert thinking he was going to go off. Next year, I remember you saying...
Oh, we already did that one. Sorry, Terry. I already played that one before. Let me go to the Super Chats real quick, and then we'll go back to the voicemails, and then we'll go to the phone calls. Super Chat from Eric. Eric, you still in the building? Johnny, not Bravo, are you still here? And TM42 and Chubbs. I want to make sure you guys are all still in the building. Please know I'm hitting your Super Chat right this second. I'm trying to rotate through. And then Zinski, I see your message right here. I'm trying to rotate through everything in a fair and orderly fashion. So Chubbs will put there. TM42 will put there. Eric says Chargers kicker or Bills kicker. Give me the Chargers kicker because I don't want that weather. Chubb or Evans, give me Chubb because he's on the ground and pound during the weather. I like Evans. I want you to start both of them, Eric. I'm not going to condone you sitting Mike Evans, but I will start Nick Chubb over Mike Evans. Doesn't mean I'm sitting either one, but you want my answer? Give me that weather game. Give me that ground and pound Nick Chubby in this very, very brutal weather game. 11 degrees, the second coldest game on the slate, and 60, the highest wind gust, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Crazy, bro. Chubbs says Smitty, Goff, Minshew, or Purdy. Goff's kind of the not higher risk. He's a little higher risk than Purdy, but probably the most upside and the least amount of risk given the upside. Purdy's a little less upside. There's still a little bit. He's still got good upside, but the safest of the group. Minshew's a mix of both. Is got pretty significant risk, but still has very good upside. Dylan or White, I'm going Dylan. I feel like he's more of the hot hand. 107 of you are watching right now, and only 40 thumbs up. Wipe your feet walking in the door. Thank you, Chubbs, for the super chat. TM42 says start 2 Swift, Najee, Walker, Pacheco. I'm probably going Swift and Walker. If Walker can't play, then you resort to Pacheco, I suppose, or Najee later on that Sunday night game. But definitely would start off trying to push Swift with Walker in my lineup. If I'm you, TM, appreciate you. Johnny Not Bravo says need help, bro. LOL. So I don't know why that's funny, Johnny Not Bravo. I'm here for you, pal. There's no need to snicker at that. I'm your guy. So I need to start a QB. Should I start Daniel Jones, Purdy? Oh, that's why you're laughing, because you're asking me a funny question. Daniel Jones? Come on. Why is everybody on this Daniel Jones? Am I the only one that thinks Daniel Jones is not this top 7 start for quarterbacks? I looked at the consensus data. He was like number 6 or 7. What is everybody thinking this is such a good play? I know the Vikings can get thrown on. I know this is at Minnesota. I know that everybody thinks the Vikings will get up big and then that Danny Dimes is going to throw. Who's he throwing to? What's going on here? Is Saquon Barkley not going to be alive during this game? What are people saying? I didn't know Saquon Barkley retired. What's going on here? Why is Danny Dimes so highly ranked by everybody this week? Brock Purdy is the answer in this question, Johnny Not Bravo. He's the safest, most secure player. Now, could I be wrong? Will I be wrong? I probably will be wrong now because I'm making such a big deal out of it. Whenever I make a big stink about something, I end up being wrong because of that big stink that I create. Should I start McKinnon or Najee Harris? Another one, Johnny Not Bravo, that I'm just baffled by. I'm not making you sending you on a lap because Johnny Not Bravo, you're my dude. But it's McKinnon and Purdy, very, very easy for me. Very, very easy decision. Appreciate you, my dude. Johnny Not Bravo is the man. Okay, Chubbs, I took care of you. Zinski says it's money time. Need 2 PPR, Pollard, Chubb, or K9. You got to go Pollard and Chubb. I'm sorry, but Walker's banged up. Even if he plays, you're still playing the guys that I think could give you the best chance to win. I love Walker, but that is what it is. PPR, Dotson, Richie James, Hodgins, MVS, Chris Moore, Dobbs. I don't like any of these options, my guy. Dotson I like the most, but he's playing the Niners, so no. Maybe Chris Moore, maybe Dobbs. Dobbs does seem like he's a little bit involved. I'd probably lean one of those guys. I don't love these options, Brian. Chat, can we give Brian a little support vote? Are you going Chris Moore, Dobbs, or other? Dotson, maybe? Are you going? The Niners are tougher to run on than throw on. And if the Niners get up big, no matter what, the Washington football team commanding presidents, whatever you want to call them these days, are going to be throwing the ball, trying to play catch up. So maybe Dotson is the best play. Maybe he is the best play. You know? Even if they're tough D, they're still going to be throwing, trying to get back into it. Chris Moore feels safer. Dotson feels higher risk, maybe a touch more upside. Dobbs feels similar to Chris Moore. Brian, I'd use the chat on this one because I'm torn on it, Brian. I'm torn on it. Crod with a super start 2. Aaron Jones, D-Hop, Pacheco, Kenneth Walker. Give me Aaron Jones and Kenneth Walker. And if Kenneth Walker can't go, then you can go D-Hopkins later in the week, or you can go Pacheco But that's where I'd begin with. And if it all come down to Walker, if Walker's, looking healthy enough. Happy holidays, Smitty. Higgins or Fournette. Higgins by a country mile. Even with the weather, I'm still taking Higgins in that situation. Appreciate you. This one's from Trust. Trust says, need one flex, Stevenson or Godwin. You cannot sit Ramondre Stevenson. Not only has he proven it and earned this start, 138 eyeballs in here and only 58 thumbs up. Please punch that button. Not only has Stevenson earned this start, my boy, Trust. Not only has he earned it, he's in a cold weather game, 35-degree wind gusts at times, probably a 15 to 18 mile per hour regular wind speed with a 27-degreeer. Okay? 27-degree day. And you're going to sit this man Stevenson. Bill Belichick, it has proven there are games where he could say, Mac Jones, you're throwing the ball 3 times. You're throwing 1 to 3 times. I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen in this game, but we've seen Bill Belichick actually let Mac Jones throw the ball like 3 times. And they run. I'm putting Stevenson in with a big grin on my face in every opportunity that presents itself. Trust, pat yourself on the back for having Stevenson on in your lineup. Sit Diggs to start K9. I'm not sitting Diggs. How can you look yourself in the mirror when you walk down the hallway at night if you sat Diggs in the semifinals and he in the D-back falls down in this weather game? He catches a 4-yard pass and takes it 96 yards to the house, bro. I just can't do it. I understand your dilemma. I should leave that up on screen. I like Walker a lot, but he is banged up. There's risks there. I just can't do it. Or that's a different question. What was it? Zinski, right? Diggs. I mean, am I wrong? Would anybody here present raise your hand if you would sit Diggs for K9 even though we love Walker? No, bro. I'm just not doing it. I'm not saying sit Walker, but I'm certainly not doing that. Schultz over Taysom. Give me Taysom in this weather game where there's word down below. You can see it right here. This news from New Orleans.football's Nick Underhill suggesting what I kind of been alluding to that could happen all season long. And yeah, it's taken a while, but we're getting to the point where the Saints are maybe going to lean on him extensively is the word used, quote unquote, extensively in this cold weather game with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. This man, Taysom Hill. Give him the ball. Never sit Diggs, says Sean. No way, says Nick. Diggs all the way in capital letters, Eric yells. Gravy capital letters, play your studs. There are so many capital letters screaming statements going on in the chat right now over this sitting Diggs nonsense. Absolutely not.
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
I will say I'm not disapproving. What screen was on? Weather? I'm not disapproving Zinski. I love Zinski. But I want him to know that the thinking is disapproved. Schultz or Taysom, give me Taysom. Walker, Pacheco, give me Walker. You're going to check on Walker if you feel uneasy about Walker. If there's limitation talk, you're rolling with Pacheco. You're retracting, okay? You're pulling back, and you're going with the Pacheco. Trust with another super. Who you got? Jamal Williams, Algier, Zach Moss. Give me Jamal in this cold weather game of wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, 33-degree temperature. They're going to run the ball. Detroit's going to run the ball. Detroit's fighting for a playoff spot. They think they can win it. They think they can get it. Give me Jamal. And Eric with one more super chat because he's a monster that wears big hats. Mixon, Evans, second flex, starting Saquon, Aaron Jones, Chubb. I love your starters. And with this other flex, I'm going to go. Mixon's interesting in this game. They might run the ball a ton. But I probably roll with Evans against the Cardinals if it's me. I think I take as much out of that snow game as I can, or that weather game as I can, just to be safe with my options. And plus, this gives you a little skin in the game at the end of the week when you're the only one with a player left. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a good day for Evans, so I'm going to go Evans. Appreciate all your super chats. Let's get to the voicemails. This is Ryan Wade.
What's going on, Smitty? It's Kilpatrick. Quick little question for you. This week, are you rolling out Darren Waller, or are you going to stick with Dalton Schultz? Thanks. Kilpatrick again. Smitty, can you possibly give me a player I can throw into the flex that's rostered under, let's say, 50%? It is a deeper league, so most of the guys that you guys brought up on waivers that were already taken. Let me know.
And this is Waller.
Now, Darren Waller, or are you going to stick with Dalton
Schultz? Okay. I'm going to go Darren Waller over Dalton, I believe. Ryan, I appreciate that. And as far as like an ad drop, I mean, let me go to the waiver wire list. I know you said most of these guys were gone, but I mean, it comes down to like if Jalen Warren's gone, Jordan Mason's gone, Zamir White's gone, Alexander Madison's gone, the Colt running backs are gone. As far as like a running back, I don't know who would be left for you to even pick up. You'd have to give me a name. I couldn't just kind of like blindly stab at it. Wide receiver wise, McKenzie's gone, Jameson Williams, Shaheed. You're gonna have to give me something if those guys are gone. It's kind of hard to spitball, blindly what's available and what's not. Okay, that was Ryan Wade. Let me put that up there. And then we got one more voice message from Jim, and I see a $20 holler.
Hey, Smitty, who would you play in a full PPR league? Would you roll with DeAndre Swift or roll with McKinnon and how good he's playing?
Okay, McKinnon's the easy answer
Smitty,
there.
Who are you playing at tight end in a full PPR league? Chigakonkwo, Hayden Hurst, Juwan Johnson.
Conquo, Hurst. I'm probably going to go let's see. Probably a Conquo, and then I'm probably going to roll. Going with McKinnon for sure. That's not even a question for me. McKinnon all the way. And that was Jim. Jim, appreciate you. That was Jim. And then now any other voice messages left for will be for the next show. So let me put a line break here. Next show. There we go. Okay. $20 holler by, who is this? This is James Hendrickson dropping fire on the screen here. James boy. James. Appreciate you, James. James with the $20 holler. Let me get the money gun ready. Let's go.
Let's go. Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, buddy. We might be getting low on the batteries. I got batteries. Don't worry. This one's from James. James says, by the way, I want to give one more shout out to Pal Derby, who is struggling with cancer, and he said this show has kept him very, very in high spirits, and he's loved watching it. So again, prayers up for him. Hendrickson, happy holidays, Smitty. Hope this 20 wad helps take me to the finals, bro. Lost, hurts, and need upside. Minshew, Brady, Purdy, benches bench Andrews for Goddard or Taysom. If you need upside, I'm definitely going Goddard or Taysom. I feel like Goddard is a little bit safer. I think the upside is still there. It's still very good. But I think Taysom's got the higher risk, higher reward potential. So I do like the Taysom Hill play if you really need upside. You could go Goddard and Minshew and roll with that, and try and hope that you get, some big points out of that. If it's me, Brady's also pretty good against the Cardinals. If it's me, I probably pick Purdy and I go Goddard. I feel like those are the two best options, Purdy and Goddard. Would the chat vote what you would choose between Minshew, Brady, Purdy? You got to choose one quarterback. Andrews, Goddard, Taysom. Can you guys, for James, drop your favorite combination? Appreciate that, James. Thank you so much. Slick Rick, who to start? Goodwin, Foreman, or Boyd at flex? I suppose I go Goodwin, but I hate those options. I'm not going to lie, bro. Those are really, really tough. I'd probably say Goodwin. If anybody disagrees, let me know. 79 thumbs up. 172 of you in here. Please punch that thumb up button. Knox, Schultz, or Goddard. Give me Goddard, but Schultz is pretty good too. Those you can't really go wrong there. Crod, Goddard, Schultz, or Knox. Oh, did I just answer that? I just answered that. Thank you, Crowd. Appreciate you. And Truss, thank you so much for yet another super chat. Truss says, Mike Evans, Mike Williams, Ayuk. Appreciate you, boy. My boy. Evans all day long. I do like Mike Williams. I do like Ayuk. I think Ayuk is due, but I'm going Mike Evans all day long. Just get it done with a super chat. Smitty, any changes you make, full PPR. QB is Herbert, okay? Running backs are Eckler, Walker, Pollard. Wide receivers are Diggs, CD. Tight end is Taysom. Your bench is Dobbins, Mike Williams, and Schultz. We got to try and get Dobbins in this lineup, bro. I mean, Eckler, you can't pull out. Walker, I mean, it's between JK and Walker. The only thing is, if you feel shaky about Walker at all, you throw JK in there. If not, I'm okay keeping Walker in there, but JK is a tad bit safer. Walker has more upside because I like him more, and I just think he's got that potential to have a huge game, but at the same time, he's been banged up. It's probably a tiny bit safer to go JK, and I don't think that you're limiting that much upside. Does the chat disagree? Are we going Walker or JK? And normally I never consider benching Walker, but it's just one of those situations where the weather is pointing to a lot of running by the Baltimore Ravens, so JK should be like overfed. Does anybody disagree? Smitty, did I miss your answer, Slick Rick? I mean, I definitely answer you, Slick Rick. You talk about the Goodwin, Foreman, and Boyd. I'd probably go Goodwin. I just don't love the options at all, and I don't feel good about saying a name, Goodwin. Boyd's got weather. Foreman got like 1 point last week. So the answer is Goodwin, but I just don't like it. I wish there was a better option, Slick Rick, if you have a different option. Phil says 100% Walker. Dobbins says Peace Dog. You got a lot of Dobbins votes, my guy. So Dobbins does feel a little bit safer, but I would just wait on the Walker news. You know what I'm saying? Dobbins or Walker says Based Mugs. I'm going to go, this is the same question that we're just talking about. So I'm going to say Dobbins is safer, Walker's higher risk, higher reward. But Dobbins is risky. His upside is near as much as Walker anyway. So that makes him just a safer play in general. And I hate saying that because you know how much I love Kenneth Walker. But, I'm trying to be objective here, especially with the situation and conditions and the weather conditions. This is Zinski, 6-point passing TDs, Kirk or Dak. I probably lean Kirk. I have CD, JJ as well. Okay, so you got the stack no matter what you do. I'm going Kirk. I think Kirk's the best option. Let's hit the phone lines now.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Give the phone lines a second to open up. Zinski, appreciate you for dropping all the supers. Thank you, Truss. You're the GOAT. Appreciate you, Truss. King in the chat says start Tua or Herbert. I go Tua, Smitty, Rashad White, Moss, or Jackson. Pick one. I'm going to go Rashad White. Please play the Skywalker drop, Smitty. Sure.
Kenneth Skywalker. Kenneth Lightsaber swinging Skywalker.
Attaboys. Okay, dial into the show. Goff or Fields? Give me Goff for safety, Alex. I do love Fields, but you know what? Give me Fields. There's still weather for Goff too. Give me Fields. I wanted to say, I badly wanted to say Goff, but he's facing weather too. Everybody's facing weather. And I can put the weather up constantly whenever you guys need any kind of weather advice here. It's like the Lions are facing wind gusts of up to 30. And, while Fields is also facing 30 to 38 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts, he runs the ball, So we'll go ahead and say Tiger Dogs, you're live on the Fantasy Football Show, Tiger. What can I do for you?
Remember, this is a Tiger Dog from 2 weeks ago, and you told me to change my name to Story Dog, so I changed my name to Story Dog.
Story Dog, okay. Because were you telling us some long story, and we're like, come on, Tiger Dogs, let's get on with it. Is that what it was? Okay.
Okay, I'm calling to see who to start. Either between Godwin, Slayton, or Goodwin. I know that the Buccaneers will probably have a lead and they might run the ball, but I think Godwin's a pretty good choice because he likes throwing them short passes.
Well, let me ask you a question. Okay, let's dumb this down a little bit. Let's tell a story. You're drafting right now for 2023 or whatever. Where are you drafting Godwin?
I'm going to draft Godwin before Slayton or Goodwin.
Yeah, like way before. So, like,
yeah.
Is Godwin facing any weather? I don't think so, bro. I'm in Arizona. So, like, I don't know what's making you. Is this that cute syndrome? I'm trying to get cute, trying to think of something creative and crafty during the final weeks. Like, Story Dogs, you can't be messing around with. I mean, I like Slayton. I'm not saying Slayton's not decent, but Godwin's like a whole tier and a half, 2 tiers above those guys.
Yeah, I got Godwin in my lineup right now.
Yeah, don't get cute, bro. Just play your studs, man.
Okay, can I read you my lineup and tell me what you think? My starting quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. I've got Aaron Jones in my running back spot. I've got Travis Kelce. I've got DK Metcalf. I've also got I got Chris Godwin. I've got DeAndre Swift. Buccaneers for my Buccaneers for my defense. I've got a kicker and Meyer for the Cowboys, and I think that sounds like I have a pretty good chance tomorrow.
I think it does, there, Story Dog, and I think you take Godwin out and you put in Goodwin. I'm going to ask you, did you misspell that? Were you searching for Godwin and you accidentally saw good and you threw him in? Like, don't be taking out your studs.
Yeah, I also had the other receiver for Seattle, but he got hurt. Lockett.
Yeah.
But he got hurt. That's the only reason. Yeah, that's the only reason I picked up Goodwin. But I got Godwin inside my lineup. I'm gonna keep him there.
Yeah, as you should.
Okay, I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, man.
And thank you very much. Bye bye.
Yeah, later.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
It's natural to get cute, you try and get cute, trying to get creative, you try to outthink yourself, like, but what if Taysom to the moon? That's right, Phil. That's right, Philip. Taysom to the moon. There's only 2 to 3 indoor games this weekend. There's a lot of weather, bro. I can see them using Taysom. They're gonna use Taysom so much. Ken Walker or D-Hop. Walker if he's healthy. Andrews or Schultz. I mean, that's really, I'd probably go Schultz, man, with the weather. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
This is Pete.
Pete. What's up, Pete?
How we doing, Smitty?
I'm good, bro.
I got a lineup question for you.
All right.
So I've got two receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. And my options are CeeDee Lamb, Chris Godwin, Mike Williams. And then at running back, I've got Pollard, Aaron Jones, Skywalker, Kamara, and James Conner.
Wait, hold on.
Full PPR league.
Okay, hold on a second. Is this your whole team?
These are, my bench.
This is your whole bench? What are you playing, bro? Did you take over 3 teams and combine them as one, merge them? Did you merge the Excel sheet and you're just looking at the wrong? How do you have Godwin, Mike Williams, Pollard, Kamara, Lamb? Who did I miss?
Aaron Jones, James Conner. It's an 8-man league.
Yeah, but still.
8-team league.
Doesn't make sense.
So exactly, I've got embarrassment of riches. I don't know who to put in. I'm kind of scared of Skywalker with not practicing.
Yeah.
Kamara, can't trust him. James Conner has a bad matchup with a bad quarterback, and it's full PPR. So I'm thinking I should start my 3 receivers in CeeDee Lamb, Godwin, and Mike Williams.
Oh, so this isn't your bench. You said this is your bench. You lied to me.
Well, I guess that's my roster, and then
Peter, you lied to me, Peter. We're gonna have you come in on Sunday too now and type up some TPS reports. Okay, let's start over. Hi, Peter.
First time caller.
Peter. This is this is your first time calling. Hello, Peter. My name's Smitty.
Hello, Smitty.
Can you please read your entire team again? Yes. Lamb, Goodwin.
Okay, from the top.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lamb, Godwin, Williams, Mike Williams. And then at running back, Pollard, Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker, Kamara, and James Conner.
Okay. And how many running backs and wide receivers and how many flexes?
2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex.
Okay. So Lamb, Godwin, Kamara, Pollard, and it comes down to Walker and Aaron Jones. And if Walker's good to go, like you're not fretting at all, you're not concerned. And that includes like if you don't get any update at all, then you're going to probably be worried about it. Aaron Jones is a fine play, but Connor's okay. Connor's good too, but I would lean Walker as long as you have some indication it's a full go. It's full go time.
So you would start Kamara over Mike Williams in the flex?
Absolutely.
A full PPR?
Bro, Kamara, I mean, I understand the letdown lately. You know, I get it. But Kamara is potentially going to have his best game of I think the season. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he flops. But this weather, this is the worst weather game there is. And so they're going to run the ball a ton. They're going to try and run the ball a ton. And even if they get down, it's going to be really hard to throw. I just think Kamara's going to have a big day. I could be wrong.
On the ground?
Yeah, I mean, on the ground, they might throw short passes to him. You're not going to be able to throw far down the field, so he'll definitely be able to scoop up some receptions, I imagine. But it depends. The wind gust could be 60. The regular wind, consistent wind, could be between like 15 and 18 degrees, or miles per hour. But it's going to be.
Yeah, the weather scares me.
Yeah, it does. But he's not. He's a running back. Like your running back should be your friend. Your running back should be your friend. Let's see what the chat thinks, because of these weather games. Think about it. Who's gonna do well in the first game? Ravens, Falcons. JK sticks out like a sore thumb. Detroit, Carolina. Who's gonna do well? Chuba, Jamal, and Swift. Who's gonna do well in this third game? Bears. It's gonna be Fields running the ball. Monty. James Cook will probably be a lot better than he normally would be. I just think Nick Chubb's going to have a day. He's going to have a day. Nick Chubb, I'm starting without a hesitation, anyway, but I just think this weather's going to be great for these RBs. But would anybody actually start Mike Williams over Kamara? Because you acted like that was a crazy, I'm sorry, this is Pete, right? You acted like that was almost like a little bit wild. Like, I want to know if I am being wild, or is the chat agreeing with me Kamara's the locked-in player over Mike Williams? Mike Williams is inconsistent, man.
That was Kamara recently. I know he is Alvin Kamara.
Touche.
He can have 6 touchdowns on Christmas. I don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to do it, it's going to be this day. But I also feel like... he doesn't look like I'm very critical of Kamara. I told everyone not to draft him. Like, I'm very critical of Kamara. But when I watch him, I can be objective and say, I don't think he's lost a step right this second. Maybe next year I'm avoiding him entirely because he's going to be suspended, I think, for a certain amount of games. But when I watch Kamara, I don't see limitation. I don't see a guy that fell off. I don't see a lost a step. It's that they haven't used him properly. The game scripts have been awful. The weather's going to confine this into
just worse.
Yeah, the weather's going to confine this into we're going to be forced to use Kamara, in my opinion.
I think the over-under on that game is super low as well, so not a lot of points.
Yeah.
Also, Landry is on the IR. Olave isn't playing, so he might be the only player the defense have to focus on.
Yeah.
I'm just scared of Kamara.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be scared of Mike Williams, too, though, at the same time. So, but anyway, trust your gut, Pete. Trust your gut, Pete.
All right, will do.
All right, later, pal. All right, Tyler Tyler, you're up. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
Thanks. So, Juwan Johnson or Gerald Everett? Juwan Johnson because, they got to throw it to someone.
Well, do they?
Or Everett because it's Herbert.
Do they have to throw to someone? I guess the question is, can they throw to someone in 60 mile per hour wind gusts, my guy? I agree with you. If someone's going to catch it, it will be him. And maybe the wind tails off and it's like 20 mile per hour wind gusts with like a 8 mile per hour wind. Like, this is the thing about weather. This was like 12 hours ago that all this weather was probably even reported on. So we got to check in the morning if weather shifts and changes and all that. But I would say Johnson's not as good of a bet as he's been the last couple weeks. Give me Everett in that Charger game. Where's that on the screen here? Yeah, that's Monday night, right? Monday night.
And then Dillon or Montgomery?
Dillon or Montgomery. I'm probably going Monty. Monty was pretty good last week. I think they do lean on the run quite a bit. Like I said, from the jump on this, the weather. I'm probably leaning Monty. Let me put the Monday night game up on here too. I sorry I kept that off. I should have just put it on here. But trust your gut because, that's a very close call, bro. But I go Monty. I think the chat might agree or disagree. I don't know. Here's the Monday night game. Monty, got one vote for Monty from Phil. Smitty's right. They have been wrong about the weather a ton this year. I've made bad decisions based on weather reports with prop bets and the start sits. Yeah, you got it. We got to check in the morning. I go Monty, my guy. What?
Bye.
Oh, no. What did you say? All right. Tyler? He's gone. Next caller, who am I talking to? You're the only caller on the line right now.
Smitty, what's up, man? This is Jeremy.
Jeremy, what's up?
Hey, so I need you to potentially talk some sense into me. I might be totally overthinking this, but this is championship weekend for me. I am currently down by 24 points in the projections. I know that doesn't necessarily mean everything, but I'm going up against some big players, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Tyreek. So I need some heavy hitters. Right now, so first question is tight end. I have Dallas Goedert or Taysom Hill to go for the home run. I was ready to just go live, throw Taysom in there and take a shot on it.
I like it.
So my only thing, though, is as I start digging into the stats a little bit deeper, the Browns have allowed the least amount of rushing yards to quarterbacks all season. A lot of that's probably matchup dependent. They've really only gone up against Lamar Jackson and what else do they have on here? And then Josh Allen. So those are really the only two strong rushing quarterbacks. But is that something to even factor in or worry about between those two?
Well, he's not really a running quarterback. He's like a running back, tight end, quarterback, fullback. So I kind of feel like I don't think I'd use Taysom Hill as a comparable anyway. And the weather's going to be crazy, and I just think there's a lot to. But I think Taysom Hill's higher risk, higher reward. Goddard is probably safer. Although Goddard's been injured, so we don't really know, what kind of potential snap count he could be on.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was considering. I listened and looking at stats. Like, he did great with Gardner last year, but also Gardner didn't have A.J. Brown, Jackson, the O-line that he has. So,
I mean, this news from the New Orleans .football's Nick Underhill is, very intriguing piece of news that the Saints could use Taysom Hill extensively. I mean, it's something that I've been hoping for and pushing for a while. And this might be the week that it happens. and the weather is going to force them to run the ball a ton. And it's a nice play. It's a really nice play. The only thing with Taysom Hill is that sometimes he ends up, getting a whole bunch of work, but it amounts to like, so he gets like 9 rushes and it's like 45 yards. Well, that's only 4.5 points. So it's like sometimes he gets a lot of work, but the points still aren't really, he needs the touchdowns. Will there be a lot of touchdowns scored in this game? He could be 10-3. So there is a potential that we feel really pumped about Taysom Hill's usage, and the usage doesn't really equate to what we thought. Goddard is probably the safer play, and there's probably a lot more opportunity for scoring. Like this could be a 30-28, a 30-something to 28 game, the Cowboy game, whereas the Browns Saints game could be like both teams combined for 18 points. So then you limit, so it worries me a little bit about Taysom at the same time, even though I'm super ultra excited about using him. I just think Goddard's a little safer.
Yeah.
I love where people can use Taysom though, but it's just like you don't almost need to, but
yeah, it's true. With that kind of wind, that's gonna be pretty insane. It's gonna be Taysom or Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. I probably lean Goddard. Just my logic is telling me Goddard, 7 times out of 10 is better. But that means Taysom's gonna have 3 or 4 times out of 10 though. So it's the 6 times out of 10. Let's call it that Goddard's the better play here with all these variables at play. But that still leaves a room for Taysom to be better. So they're both good plays. You can't go wrong. I would never say you made a mistake. Even after it's all said and done and we know what happened, I'm going to be like, look, it was a good call. Taysom was a good call. Goddard's a good call. They're both really good plays. They're both probably top 6 tight end plays this week.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll mold that one over. I'll check on the weather in the morning, and that'll probably help me.
Yeah, and I should be live. I should be live the last half hour leading into kickoff, just like normally on Sundays, but we're going to move it to Saturday. So I should be live here. So check in.
Heck yeah.
All right, man.
Awesome, man. And then my second question for you real quick. So flex spot. I was going to throw Taysom into this mix too, but kind of after talking through that, I think we just take him out of this. So for the flex, either Jamal Williams or Rashad White.
I think you could put
him in mind.
I think you could put him in that question. Okay. I'll probably go Jamal.
Yeah.
I just think they're running the ball. They're trying to, Jamal had a touchdown last week called back on a holding call. I like Jamal. If I'm the Lions, I'm pounding the rock with my 2 running backs all game long. I'm hoping that there's still room for St. Brown and the weather is not so bad that he can't catch more than 2 passes. So I'm not sitting him. Not sitting St. Brown, but do think there's going to be a whole lot of running going on.
Heck yeah.
All right,
Sweet,
man.
Well, appreciate it greatly, man.
Later, Jeremy.
Later.
By the way, if you guys see me wear this Grindhouse hoodie here, get on over to my very, very, very generous and amazing sponsor, Grindhouse. It's the best apparel. I wear it all the time. It's the best apparel that I've ever put on, and it's like it's such quality. Like it's amazing the materials. We got these Smitty shirts here that should be on sale at some point, and we may donate some of it to charity and such. But these Grindhouse shirts here, let me put this on screen. I got everything in the way. James, you're in the way. Your $20 holler. So it's Grindhouse times Smitty face, the Fantasy Football Show logo. That's on the front. And the material is it's just so soft. This material is amazing. I love the color too. It's like I don't know, what is this, a tan or a cream? Like a creamish, dark cream white, or it's like almost like a tan. The back is the Dracula and Frankenstein poster. These are all what Grindhouse does is they're all movie posters from back like 40 years ago that are put on t-shirts. So all the scary movies and all the cult classics from 40 years ago, everything's about 40 years old. So it has Dracula, it has Frankenstein, it has all that. So these are the Smitty shirts that we're giving out to the homeless, and I'm going around. You'll see some videos on that. Streets of Phoenix. Grindhouse is such a quality company, giving away apparel to homeless, giving away some other stuff to them. So there'll be some videos on that. But go order a Grindhouse hoodie just to support the sponsor for me, because they're amazing. They're amazing, and their apparel is fantastic. Let me drop the link to Grindhouse. Go visit Grindhouse. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna drop this link. They're an amazing company. All right, let's get to the phone calls. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Grindhouse is pinned in the live chat if anybody wants to visit there, buy a hoodie. These hoodies are amazing. The apparel is amazing. Absolutely love Grindhouse. Let's go. Need 2 in full PPR. Godwin, McLaurin, David Montgomery. Give me DeMont and Godwin. Appreciate you. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
Hey, Smitty. My name's Michael. How's it going?
I'm good, Michael. What can I do for you today?
Hey, Smitty.
Michael first.
How you doing here?
Yeah, Michael. What can I do for you, Michael?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're a little out of turn,
Hey,
bro.
so
You're a little out of turn, bro. Michael's in the middle of talking. Orin the Oracle. If you're really this guy, Orin the Oracle. If you're really an Oracle, you should have known it wasn't your turn.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious. Or hold on. Let's call you. We got to rename you now. You're not Orin the Oracle anymore, bro. You just lost the card. You're the fake Oracle.
My apologies.
Until you earn it back. Michael, I apologize for our fake in-house Oracle. You are up, Michael.
All right.
Jeez.
So the first question I got for you is that quarterback, actually, and I'm having a tough time deciding between Justin Fields and Tua.
Yeah. I would ask our Oracle, but I don't know that he has the answer yet. Okay. I'm going to say Tua. I'm going to say give me the good weather. Give me the guy that has a track and field team at his disposal. Fields only has his legs. He has weather. I like Fields a lot, but Tua's the easy, logical call for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. It's mostly just because of the bad weather with Fields and, risky.
Let's ask the fake Oracle just in case. Hey, fake Oracle, real quickly. What happens in this game? Does Tua outscore Fields?
I would be inclined to go Fields.
Ooh.
I feel like he runs in more with the weather, and I feel like Tua's been a little shaky recently. I don't know. I'm not too confident. He's got a good team around him, but they've been struggling a little bit recently.
That sounds like
So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
We thought maybe you already had the answer is what we were hoping for, but okay. Back to Michael. Michael, what's the other question?
And then the other one is just going to be for my flex spot. It's full PPR, and it's between Najee Harris and Christian Watson.
Yeah, I'm going to go Christian Watson for me. I know he disappointed last week, but Najee's been banged up a little. I'm sure he'll be fine in play, but Christian Watson, I think, returns to some sort of the glory we've seen recently. I'm going to go Watson, and I'm not going to even think twice about it. I really, really like Christian Watson the last 2 weeks.
Definitely. All right, right on. Well, thank you.
Yeah, all right, man. Okay, the fake Oracle, you are now up. Although I don't know why you're asking me for advice. You know what's going on.
Here we go. I have a couple questions for you.
Uh-huh.
Just regarding start sits for next week this week with all the wins and everything. I was hoping I could give you some of the people on my team here, and you can write them down, if that's all right. I got for wide receiver, I got Devontae Adams. I got Keenan Allen, and I got Hopkins as well. And then for running back, I have right now plugged in there as RB1 and 2. I got Kamara, and I got J.K. Dobbins. I also have DeAndre Swift, and Aaron Jones sitting there on the bench. I was wondering mainly about the flex spot. I got Hopkins in there now. What do you think about switching him out with Swift?
So this is your bench. Aaron Jones and Swift. Hopkins is your starter, your flex. You got Keenan Allen and Adams and Kamara and J.K. So it's 2 and 2 in a flex.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
2 and 2 in a flex.
I would be inclined to play Swift over Hopkins myself, with the third string quarterback tossing the rock to Hopkins. But you can make an argument for all three of them. And if the chat would like to vote on this one, Hopkins, Swift, or Aaron Jones, pick one. I would lean Swift, but it's certainly the highest risk, highest
That's what I was
upside
thinking.
choice.
Just because Hopkins with the QB situation, and Jones is Dylan in there too now. So
It's the highest risk, highest reward play. Hopkins is a tiny bit safer, but the upside is definitely, I think, capped a little bit this week. Aaron Jones is a mix of the two, probably your less upside than Swift, but a little bit less risk than Swift. Part of me with your team, I'm just looking. You got Adams, you got Keenan, Kamara, J.K. Maybe it's smart to go Aaron Jones.
you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, last game I was watching it, they were just plugging in Dylan in all of the goal line situations until he got injured there.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen again.
I just feel like as much as I want to say Swift, there's two RBs in Green Bay too, but as much as I want to say Swift,
I am this week. I had Evan Ingram as the tight end, and I had Jacksonville as my defense, both of which outscored their projections by a decent amount.
By the way, I'm starting to see the chat questions or the answers rolling, and I'm surprised that most everybody's saying Aaron Jones. I didn't think they would, but Aaron Jones. So I think we're all in agreement that's probably surprising. Just monitor, his health and everything. Make sure he's good to go.
Okay. Well, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's all I had.
All right. Thank you.
No, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Oracle.
You very much. I'm sorry about blurting out there.
It's okay, Oracle. We'll see you next time. Later.
All right. You have a good night.
I guess we should call him Deep Fake Oracle instead of Fake Oracle. Give him a little bit more. Next caller. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Hey, what up, Smitty? This is Lamar.
What's up, Lamar?
Yeah, what's up,
Lamar?
How are you?
I'm good, man. What can I do for you, Lamar?
All right, I got a little situation here. I got A.J. Dillon and Zach Moss, trying to decide between the two.
A.J. Dillon. I mean, yeah, if Moss was starting for sure and getting all the work and we knew it, it would be it'd be something more worth a conversation.
All right.
But
also I got go ahead.
No, I think I was just going, yeah.
And also on my tight end, but that was easy. And my tight end, I got this is where the situation. I got Njoku starting currently. I got Juwan Johnson on my bench, but also on the waivers right now. I know those two are both in the same game with the weather situation. So I was wondering if I should stream have an available bench spot. There's Tunyon available and there's Otten available.
Probably not. I'm sure Taysom's gone, right?
Yeah, Taysom's gone.
Yeah, I guess you go.
That's where my spot is. That's my tough spot there.
There's weather in both.
And I think there's also Higbee available. Yeah.
Higbee's available. That's not bad, but this weather for the Browns is worse than the weather for. Oh no, you have both tight ends in that game. You have so it's Juwan and Njoku.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's the worst weather game too. It's the second coldest and the highest wind gusts, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, streaming one of those three, Higbee, Otten, or Tunyon. I know Otten and Tunyon, the defenses they're playing,
I probably go
a lot
Higbee.
of points to tight ends.
I'd probably go Higbee. Chad, am I wrong? Am I wrong on that? Higbee's probably safer than this 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, probably 25 to 30-mile-per-hour regular wind. I guess I would check in the wind in the morning. Like if it looks like it's shifting and changing, then maybe you switch back to one of those tight ends. But for now, maybe you do go Higbee. Let's see what the chat thinks. Maybe I'm off base. It's my knee-jerk reaction. I don't know how smart it is, but
I appreciate it.
Let's see here.
Let's see what the chat says.
I got one vote for Higbee so far from Two Card Arsenal. Okay, what else are we thinking, guys? Hit me with your answer here. I need some help. High target for Higbee. Juwan and Njoku, they're both in that same game, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. Otten, one vote for Otten. Brad selfishly squeezing his question in the middle there. K9 or Judy, give me K9 as long as he's healthy. Higbee is trash. Wow, says Yusuf. Wow. Higbee's trash. We got Diaz saying Higbee. Yusuf, you don't mess around, bro. If I'm ever on a cold streak, I'd hate to be in Yusuf's doghouse and look at him. I'm going to be trash to him. Juwan, Otten with Brady, not Higbee with Mayfield. Ron Navy says Higbee. Juwan Johnson. Let's look at I want to look at Higbee's game log real quick and just see what he's been doing. What's he done with Baker? If he didn't do anything at all last week.
PPR was double.
He had a touchdown last week.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yusuf says he's trash. He had a touchdown. He had 5 targets. I'm going to go Higbee. Higbee.
All right.
Juwan Johnson, unless the weather change, I would probably go Juwan Johnson if the weather changes and it feels more like 25-degree wind gusts and maybe 10 to 15 mile per hour regular consistent wind speed. Then I'm like, okay. But 60, I can't.
All right, so Higbee's your suggestion.
I think so. Let's look at Otten real quick. Cade Otten. 1 target, 1 catch last week. No thanks.
Yeah, I know he's also fighting with Cameron Brate for targets as well.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one. Yusuf.
And quick question, defense.
Hold on a second. Yusuf, you said start Otten. He just got 1 target. Why is Otten not trash? Like, I'm looking at Otten's game log here, Yusuf. You're funny, man. Like, he's got 2 TDs all year. Otten looks like trash. I don't know.
Tunyon and Otten's defenses give up a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, I like Otten as a tight end, but I just mean his numbers are trash. I don't mean he's trash, but yeah. Brother, you want to target Arizona? Well, I mean, Yusuf has a good point in terms of like tight ends playing against Arizona do well. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, maybe Yusuf's onto something here. The chat saying though Higbee overwhelmingly, but Arizona is a good pick for playing a tight end against their. That is it's a good thought, but there is Brate involved. Yeah, so I don't know. Honestly, Arizona, you can.
Chance also agreed too.
Yeah, I don't know. Trust your gut,
Chance at
man.
Higby as well.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Arizona does give up the one of the most the amount of touchdowns to teams. I don't know. Now that Godwin is back, Auden is an afterthought, says Peanut Butter. I mean, that's my only... Yusuf, you're onto something for sure. I mean, Arizona is very, very capable of giving up and surrendering touchdowns. But I would say that there are a lot of mouths to feed for Tom Brady in that offense now. And I think it's just going to be one of those situations where he's not gonna get the work that we like. It could be Brady. It could be, several people are going to score. That makes Brady a pretty good play for sure. Auden start of the week at tight end. Okay, Yusuf coming in strong. I'm going to go Higbee. Final answer, Lamar. I'm going to let you go. Anything else?
Smitty, defense, Tennessee or the Chargers?
Colts, right? That's Nick Foles, right?
Yeah.
I guess give me Tennessee with the weather and everything. I'm tempted to say Chargers, but give me Tennessee. But very close. Trust your gut. I'm forcing an answer, man. I'm forcing it. It's close. All right, man.
Smitty, man, thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Next caller, who am I talking to? You're the only other caller on hold here.
What's up, Smitty? My name's Corey.
Corey, what's up?
What up, man? First time calling in. Always watching your videos. Just want to say thank you, man.
Attaboy, Corey. You out smoking a cig?
Yeah, I just stepped outside.
Yeah, smoking. I could tell. That's the total sound of somebody coming back from smoking a cig. Is you hear the door close and they're going back into the house to have the conversation.
No, I just actually stepped outside.
Or stepped out.
I don't want to interrupt,
okay. Yeah, no, that's good. Go light up. What can I do for you?
So I got a flex too, man. Right now I got Najee Harris and Jerry McKinnon in there. Full PPR.
Okay.
On the bench I got Deontay Johnson, Cordell Patterson, Judy, Hollywood, Brian Robinson, Palmer, and Foreman.
Okay.
And I just want to know what the best two options are. What do you think?
So you're starting Najee McKinnon, and you need one out of this other group.
No, man. I just want to know. I'm flexing two. I'm thinking Harris or McKinnon. What do you think your two options are out of all those options?
Yeah, these guys below. Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. These guys below, so you have Najee and McKinnon, are head and shoulders above the options below them. Yeah.
So you think I should start? The only question I had was Harris or Judy, full PPR.
I'm going Najee as long as he's healthy and he's playing. But you're not crazy. First of all, McKinnon, you don't even consider sitting McKinnon. He's on fire. So if you want to swap Najee out,
I just picked him off. I just picked McKinnon off of waivers this week, which is crazy.
Shame on you for leaving him out there the week prior. But, congrats.
Right.
But McKinnon's a lock.
I'm also in the same boat as everybody else, man. I lost Hurts as well this week, and I had rookie mistake. I had no backup quarterback. So I also picked up Brock Purdy off of waivers as well.
That's good.
He was also sitting out there, which is crazy. I don't know how he was sitting out there.
Yeah, your waiver wire is just, another man's trash is rich man. It's just a rich plethora of players just sitting there. It's a bunch of trash.
Right.
McKinnon just sitting on waivers.
Right. After going straight into the lineup this week.
McKinnon let me just get something straight here. How many people are in your league?
Can you try and guess? It's not many, man.
4?
It's an 8-man league.
Okay. Because I mean,
Doesn't
McKinnon has the highest scoring week of any fantasy football running back, and no one picks him up. And the next week you pick him up. Like, how does that happen?
Right.
I don't know. Okay.
Right.
Congrats. But anyway, these are the two. Just make sure Najee's good to go.
You starting Darren Waller at tight end, or do you think I should stream somebody else like Noah Fant?
Well, is Kelsey on waivers? Okay.
No.
Okay. Give me.
We got Dawson Knox, Bellinger, Johnson, Dolchich.
Waller.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's
Easy
why I
call.
got him sitting in there right now. So.
All right, man. Well, take it easy on Grandma, Uncle Buck, and your cousin Joey.
I'm gonna try, man.
In this league, bro.
Yeah, semifinals relying on this, you know.
Yeah, go get him. Go get him, bro. You got this. Maybe you guys can graduate it into a 10-man league next year. Okay.
Appreciate you, brother.
Bring home the championship later, Corey. Call in anytime.
Of course.
Later.
Of course, Pete.
Oops. Sorry, Corey. I didn't mean to hang up on you there. Okay. Let's see if there's any more super chats here. Oh, there are quite a number here. JML Sports Flex Dylan, Lazard, Gallup, or Burks. I'm going to go with Dylan. Easy call. Very easy. Hang tight right there, caller. I just need to jump through some of these super chats real quick. Steph's pick one flex, Singletary, Zach Moss, Mostert, or Hollywood. Mostert, easiest question I've probably had in the last hour, I would say. Mostert, easy call. They're going to run the ball a ton. Wilson's injured. Do I bench Mark Andrews? I have Knox and Juwan Johnson. As much as I want to say, like, yeah, you're worried about weather in that game. I mean, Knox and Andrews are both in those weather games. So is Johnson. All these guys are in the weather. I'm gonna say you stick with Andrews, but it's close, and I wouldn't blame you for going Knox, honestly. Charles T dropping a super chat. What's up, Smitty, Kometer, and Joku? Both are in big weather games, and Joku's is probably worse. So give me Komet, who's the only pass catching option really for Fields. So give me Komet. I need two: Kamara, Swift, Rashad White, Goddard. I'm gonna go Kamara and Swift. Goddard and Taysom Hill. I'm going to go Goddard, safer. Taysom still a good play. Taysom's higher risk, higher reward. Goddard safer, so I'd probably go Goddard. Nice job, Charles. Those are amazing options here. This one's Brandon Cooks or Ayuk. I go Ayuk. Ayuk is due, and I'm expecting Ayuk to have a little bit of a day. DJ Moore, Higgins, Judy, Pacheco, Algier, pick two. I'm going to go with Higgins and probably, I suppose, Pacheco. I like Algier and Pacheco, and I'll be honest. I've gone back and forth on that. I think I've answered that different ways over the last 48 hours because I'm going back and forth on it, admittedly. Pick two: Dobbins, Sutton, Pickens, Godwin, London, Hollins. I'm going to go with Godwin for sure, and I'm probably rolling with I guess I go Godwin, and Dobbs is safest, I guess, because of all these weather games, but I'd probably go London and Godwin, but London's a very sketchy play. Charles, no, I'm sorry about the delay on your super chat. I hope you're still here, Charles. Do you have any best ball teams live on Underdog? I do. I had a lot of them, I'm just being honest, I had a lot of them get knocked off because of the Hurts injury, because I have a lot of Hurts-built teams, and so that took out about, I would say, 40 or 50% of the teams that I had left, and almost all those were still surviving off of losing Brees and Javonte. So, yeah, I do have a couple that are for sure left, and I've got a lot of what was the other one that we did? There was the puppies, and then do you have any? Oh, that was the one I just answered. And then the last super chat, and then I'll go straight to the phone calls. Crod, Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones? Give me Aaron Rodgers. Give me Aaron Rodgers. Thank you, Crowd. Appreciate you. Okay, I've got 3 callers on hold. Let's start off with the caller that area code starts with a 5.
What you said?
With a 5, yeah. What's your name?
Danny, how's it going, Smitty?
I'm good, Danny. What can I help you with?
I have a dilemma at a last wide receiver spot for me
Okay.
for a PPR league. I have Gabe Davis, Tyler Boyd, or Brandon Ayuk.
Give me Ayuk because of the weather. Both these guys are facing some extreme weather, so give me the Ayuk, who I believe is due, and I think it's a good play.
Thank you so much, man. That's all I had.
Yeah, trust your gut, though, because it's obviously
Thank you.
super close. And D-back could fall down, and Gabe Davis could take a 1-yard pass, 99 yards. You never know. All right, later, Danny.
Later.
Area code starting with the 3. What's your name, pal?
Patrick.
Patrick. What's up, Patrick?
Hey, I'm a first-time caller, man.
Yeah,
Thanks a
buddy.
lot. I have a Fields or Herbert.
I mean, Herbert's safe.
Right now I have Fields.
Yeah, Herbert's safer, but Fields is more upside, more risk. I'd probably go Fields. I'd probably roll the dice with Fields, but that's me. I could live to regret that.
Yeah, I know. I'm willing to take the chance.
Okay, let's dice roll it.
This is a PPR, full PPR.
Mm-hmm.
And this league is a little weird. You can only have a limit of 4 running backs. So right now I have Pacheco, McKinnon, Fournette, and Montgomery. I can only start 3. So right now I have, is it smart to play Pacheco and McKinnon?
I think it might be in your situation. I don't love Fournette this week, and the idea that you're splitting the KC running back production up is going to feel alarming, but at the same time, that's already being done with Fournette. So you might as well protect yourself that if they run the heck out of Pacheco, you're going to be satisfied that you did that. It feels kind of sketchy, and maybe Fournette runs the ball a ton and has a big day if the Bucs get up big. I'm not saying it's impossible for Fournette to have 125 yards and a touchdown or 2. It wouldn't shock me at all. I could see it happening because we're all so frustrated, or I'm not because I didn't draft Fournette at all, but everyone's so frustrated with Fournette this year. I could see him pissing everybody off that puts him on the bench and having a monster game against my Cardinals, who are just destroyed, and they can walk. You can walk all over them, but
Exactly, and I drafted Fournette, and then I dropped him, and then no one picked him up, of course, and then I went ahead and picked him up. But I think that, I guess instead of Fournette, I could play Montgomery, Darius Slayton, DJ Chark. Any of those instead of Fournette?
yeah, I would go with the 2 KC guys, and I think with the weather they run the ball a ton. But that's me.
Well,
I could live to it.
Well, I guess for the flex.
Oh.
For the flex. It'd be Fournette, Chark, Montgomery.
Monty, easy.
Okay. And then I got a half PPR. So this is a 2-quarterback league. I got Cousins playing. So right now I have Minshew. But I went crazy and started getting desperate. And picked up Darnold, Foles, and Daniel Jones. So I need to choose between Minshew, Darnold, Foles, or Jones for the second QB.
What was the first QB?
Minshew.
No, the one you're starting.
Oh, Cousins.
Cousins, okay, yeah, Cousins and Minshew.
Okay. Let me see, and then I have Jefferson, Chase, and St. Brown, but I can switch one of them out for Godwin. Should I? I know I'm not touching Jefferson.
I mean, St. Brown there's some reason to say that Godwin could be a better play than St. Brown this week, but I probably couldn't do it. I probably would leave what you got in.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Godwin's a good play against the Cardinals. So, chat, if you disagree, please leave a vote in the chat. And I got to jump to the next call, Patrick, but look in the chat and see if anybody is saying to go Godwin or go St. Brown. But, guys, drop a vote in the chat.
I know I've kept you on, but one more. I'm
Okay,
sorry. Pacheco. or
Question
White?
10. Go ahead.
Pacheco or what?
Pacheco or who?
White.
Tampa
Bay.
I probably go Pacheco, but very, very close. I just think they run a lot.
Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot.
All right, later, Patrick. Appreciate you. Okay, next caller. You're the only other caller left. Go ahead. What's your name?
Hey, what's up, Smitty? Mark.
Mark. What's up, Mark?
What's going on? All right, so I have a flex question. So should I start Jared McKinnon
Yes.
or Kenneth Walker
McKinnon
on my flex? I also have Rashad White, but I don't think I would start
McKinnon. You can't sit McKinnon, man.
McKinnon?
What did McKinnon do to you? What did he walk over?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, McKinnon, but I was just trying to double check.
You can't sit him, man. You
All
just
right,
can't.
Yeah, I figured.
I like
and
Walker.
Just one more quick question. Start 2 and bench 1, Swift, Christian Watson, or A.J. Dillon?
I'm probably sitting A.J. Dillon, but that's high risk. If you want to eliminate the risk, and you might be capping the upside a little bit, but Dillon's still got decent upside. I would say sit Dillon. I would sit Dillon, but that's me. I'm a dice rolling maniac.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing too. All right, appreciate your help, man.
All right, man. Later.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Smitty adding to my super chat. Okay. Taysom Hill. Okay, gotcha. Rav says, hey, Smitty, start Geno, Dak. I'm going to go Geno. I guess. There's decent weather in that game, too, though. 16 degrees, 25 wind gusts. Probably 8 to 12 mile per hour regular winds. Dallas. Maybe you go Dak. I guess I go Dak. I guess I predict Geno to struggle a little bit because of the weather. But if the weather like lessens, then maybe swap it out real quick, bro. Najee, McKinnon. I'm gonna go McKinnon. Knox or Juwan, go Knox. But very, very tough, close call. And then, yeah, if you're going to throw Taysom Hill in there, I go Taysom Hill over those two guys. So give me Taysom Hill as that tight end, actually. Appreciate you, my guy. Sir Bluntsworthy, Fields in the weather or Dak in the dome. I'm going to go Fields. DPJ, Peoples-Jones, or Robinson. I'm going to go Donovan Peoples-Jones. And bench Rashad White, Walk, K9 or Swift. I probably bench Rashad White and I put Walker and Swift in. Just make sure Walker's a full go. If not, then you got to adjust accordingly, obviously. J Fam, appreciate you. Starters Goff, Lenny, Pacheco, Diggs, JJ, St. Brown, Taysom, Jamal, DJ Moore. Bench is Monty, Murray, Goodwin, Everett, Eagles. Okay, so Monty, do you put Monty in anywhere? DJ Moore. If DJ Moore is a flex, I'm going Monty over DJ Moore, and it looks like DJ Moore would be a flex. I'm keeping Jamal in. I like Monty over DJ Moore, but that's me. Other than that, you have a very solid, you have exactly what you should have in there. John, appreciate your super chat, Jay. John, Santa Smitty, down 20 from last week, two-week semifinal round. Need high upside here for my flex. Ayuk, Dylan, leaning Dylan. I like Ayuk a lot this week, though, but I probably would lead Dylan as well. Very close. East Coast Tatty gifting 5 YouTube. Gifting 5 YouTube memberships. East Coast Tatty, appreciate you, my dude, dropping those, my guy. Awesome. Everybody thank East Coast Tatty if you got an exclusive membership just gifted to you from the man himself. I'm leaning Dylan. There, John. Thank you for the super chat. Charles, Komet, and Joku, Goddard or Hill. Goddard is safest. He's not facing any of the weather like the other guys, so Goddard is your safe play. But Taysom Hill is high risk, high reward, and I don't mind that. You could talk me into that very, very easily. I love Taysom Hill this week, but Goddard is definitely safer. The more logical choice. He's got rapport with Minshew too. Taysom or Komet. I'm going Taysom Hill because they're both dealing with weather, and I think Taysom gets a lot of run. So appreciate all of your super chats. Now, you know what we got to do. Let's go. Let's go into Underdog right now. Underdog Fantasy. Let's do a draft. Okay, so to participate in this, we're going to go to the lobby. We're going to go to drafts. Okay, go to Underdog Fantasy using promo code Smitty. You have to use promo code Smitty. Or I'd like you to use promo code Smitty. I dropped that link in the live chat. I'm going to pin it right now. It's also in the description of the video. So click this link right here at the top, Underdog Fantasy. Once you've deposited your minimum of $10, which they will match on a first deposit at Underdog. If you deposit $100, they'll match up to $100. So promo code Smitty or the link that I provide you inserts my promo code. They will match up to $100 in your first deposit, okay? So definitely get ready to jump into this draft with me right now. Let me see if I can get back over to where I was at. What was I doing? I was doing this right here. Okay. So we're going to jump into a draft. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to click that link. Make sure you're signed in and ready to go. We're not going to do the Battle Royale Week 16. We're not going to do the goal line stand. We're not going to do the bomb. We're not doing training camp. We're not doing 2-minute drill. We're not doing the Santa shoot around, although these all sound very, very fun. We're not doing the gauntlet, which is also fun. We're doing the mitten. And as you can see, this green indicator, there's like 60% left gauntlet drafts. And gauntlet drafts are the playoff draft where you draft a team and you keep them through the entire playoffs. And you have to make some assumptions about what teams are going to make the playoffs. So it's kind of a tough thing to predict, like with the Lion players and all that. We're jumping in. We're not going in the gauntlet, though. The mitten is the smaller version. So this is a $25 draft. And if we click on it, you'll see that the prizes are $100,000 to first place in this. There's a total of $1 million in prizes. $1,000 is from 51st place to 100. So if you get like 99th place or 100th place, you still get $1,000, which is awesome. So the prizes are crazy. The lineups are 1 QB, 1 running back, 1 flex, and 2 wide receivers / tight ends with 5 bench spots. Okay. Now that's the gauntlet. But what we're going to do is go into the mitten, which is just a smaller price down version of it. Okay, so we're gonna click the mitten, which is a $5. I'm not gonna enter yet, but when you click on it, it's $150K in prizes. First place is $15,000. Second place is $7,500, and so on. Same lineup requirements: 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers / tight ends, 1 flex, 1 running back, 5 bench spots. And again, you're keeping these players through the entire playoffs. So if you draft a quarterback that's on a bye in the wild card weeks, then you're not getting any points unless you draft another quarterback during the wild card weekends, and then you get yourself that quarterback production. We're jumping into the mitten. There's about a 10-second delay on the video, so you might want to click it right now. We're jumping in 10 seconds. We're jumping in 7 seconds into the mitten. 4 seconds. Jumping in, go. Jumping in, enter, $5 entry in the mitten. Let's go. We have, let me see if I can expand this a little bit so you can see it. Okay, so we're almost filled. Looks like we got one more spot left in this one, and then we're drafting. If you don't get in this one, don't worry, you're drafting with a set of 5 other people, and we're all going to be in the same bracket later if you get past round 1. This draft starts in 51 seconds. Your boy Smitty's drafting from the 2 spot. Yeah, buddies. This super chat is from Kevin. Kevin says Amari Cooper, Gabe Davis, or Jacoby Myers. Give me Gabe Davis. You know, there's weather for Gabe and Cooper, so and Myers. Weather for all those guys. Give me Gabe Davis. Thank you for your super chat, Kevin. Okay, so this draft begins in 19 seconds. I'm drafting from the 2 spot. I'll go to board view once I'm done picking, and then you can see how the draft's unfolding. Again, you keep everybody through the entirety of the playoffs, and it's best ball. So your optimal lineup's being set for you every week. Meaning, oh God, I left it. Where is it? Active draft. Here we go. Meaning, if you draft 2 quarterbacks, one plays in the wild card week and one plays, you know, the next week. So Mahomes went 1. Part of me wants to go Jalen Hurts here. I don't know that I have a lot of Jalen Hurts built teams. Let's go Josh Allen. Let's just go best. I'm just going to pick the best player available. And then Travis is in it. Attaboy. And let's go to board view so you guys can see the picks. So McCaffrey went number 3. So went Mahomes number 1. Again, this is playoff drafting. You keep your guys throughout the entirety of the playoffs. Best ball each week. So your best scoring lineup gets set for you in wild card weekend. The next round. And you move in advance forward each round. So it's, you know, or actually I think it's sum total at the end of it, I think then, right? Let me look at the scoring here. This will tell us how to do it. Okay, qualifiers, wild card round, quarterfinals, the division round, semifinals. Okay, so I guess it does matter. Does anybody know if, like, you don't advance if you don't have wild card players? Is that how that works? Who has experience with the playoff ones? Tournament schedule, qualifiers, wild card round. So if you don't have wild card players, is that crushing your shot? Travis, do you know? I'm not sure. The way that reads, it makes me think if you don't have wild card I don't know. That's making me second guess my strategy all of a sudden. Does anybody know the answer to that? Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm up. Let's go to players. CeeDee Lamb, Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is a good pick here. Mixon is a good pick, but I'm kind of rolling with I'm going to go Miles because I want to get that RB that I think is going to make it all the way. You start 1 running back, 2 wide receiver, tight ends. The quarterback, you have 5 bench spots. Man, this is so tough. I'm gonna go Debo because I'm gonna predict a Niner Buffalo Bill matchup in this one right here. Or I mean Eagle Niner matchup. So could kill me, you know, that I don't have one of them advancing, but I'm just going to pick the best player available with teams I think will make it to the make it to the championship game at least. So I'll have the Eagles versus the Niners and I'll have the Buffalo Bills. But this is making me second guess the strategy because if the if the schedule for the tournament is qualifiers is wild card round, then if you draft all players that aren't on wild cards, can you get bumped out? Is my question. Eckler feels like good value. Travis is up. Board view here. T. Higgins was good value. Jamar, Burrow, T. Higgins. Wow. I love that stack. It seems like you could get the Burrow, Jamar Chase stack. So I got my team is, I got a running back, wide receiver, quarterback. Okay, so let me go with McKinnon, I guess. Guys, link is pinned in the live chat for these drafts. They're phenomenal. $5 are the mittens. The gauntlets are $25. Obviously, there's bigger prizes for the gauntlet because it's a $25 entry, but the mittens, the same draft. It's just a smaller pot, and it's $5 to jump in. Pacheco, nice pick. Okay, let's see here. I guess I'll go Gabe Davis here. Is Ron Navy in here? Did he fall asleep like rock out? Taking breaks. It's tough to know when to draft like Tyreek Hill and those guys. I'm gonna go heavy Buffalo Bills. So I've got Josh Allen. I've got Gabe Davis. I'm going heavy Buffalo Bill players. I'll go McKenzie. So I'm pretty much banking on a Buffalo Bill appearance, but I'm starting to question my strategy now because I'm thinking that if by the looks of this, if the tournament schedule is the qualifying round is wild card weekend, you've got to explode on wild card weekend to advance. Am I reading this wrong? I don't think I'm reading it wrong. So which means my strategy is all jacked up. It's only $5 entry, but maybe I need to start drafting for the wild card weekend. I'm taking, I might score 0 points, and then I don't advance, and then it doesn't matter how good my team is. Am I reading it right? Slayer says Merry Christmas, Smitty. Hey Slayer, appreciate that that $2 hauler, my guy, and I appreciate you. Good luck, y'all. Get some tea. Appreciate you, Avi. $200 of you. $200. 200 of you in the room. 128 thumbs up. If I could get the 200 of you to hit that thumb up button, I wonder if for a little Christmas spirit, you guys could all of you that are not hitting the thumb up button. There's 200 eyeballs in here. Is there somehow, some way we could have a little thumb up miracle and get that to match 199 and 199? I'm just curious. It would be funny to see it just happen from 129 to 199 like that. I would love to see if we're capable of doing that. I'm going to watch. It's at 1:30. Not close yet. Part of me wants to pick these like Detroit players too, but it's like, you know, I mean, why not? What are the odds of the Lions making the playoffs? What is the percentage chance? Thank you, Avi, again for your super chat. Thank you, Slayer, for your super chat. Does anybody have the percentage odds of the Lions making the Super Bowl? Kevin, appreciate your super chat as well. What are the odds the Lions make the playoffs, guys? 40. It's a good-looking team. Got Swift and St. Brown at the bottom here. Josh Allen, Miles Sanders, Deebo Samuel, Derek McKinnon, Gabe Davis, James Cook, Isaiah McKenzie. This is my squad. So I've got Allen, I've got Sanders, I've got McKinnon, I got Cook, Swift, Deebo, Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie, St. Brown. Pretty solid. 43%. Is that accurate? That's great. This is the last round here. Okay, I'm on the clock. I'm going to probably go Goff then. We'll load up on Lions players. So here's my squad. I got a wild card quarterback in Goff. I've got St. Brown and Swift. Quite arguably a very well-balanced wild card potential if the Lions make it with... That's a loaded squad. This could be a winner. This could be, if the Lions make the playoffs, this is a potential winning team right here because of my wild card potential scoring. You guys like this squad? I feel like it's pretty good. What do you guys think of the squad? Brandon Ayuk, we're starting. Yeah, I think he's good. Going versus Stevenson. I like Stevenson so much this week. What do you guys think of this? Okay. All right, guys. Let me show you my my picks and Ron Navy's picks for this week, and then we're going to jump out of here and get ready. Tomorrow I should be here a half hour before kickoff. I don't know if I'll be on IG. I might be. This is my pick for this week, and this is Ron Navy's pick for this week. So this is Ron Navy's pick. He's got Henry over 0.5 TDs, so 1 TD. Barkley, 1 TD, rushing or receiving for Barkley. Cook, 1 TD. Ramondre, 1 TD. I like this ticket, actually. And Jefferson, 1 TD. I like this ticket. This is a pretty good one from Ron. Maybe I'll jump in real quick and get this ticket, actually. Let's see. I like this one. Lobby, NFL. Pick them. Okay. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna copy Ron's here. He's got Henry. Oh, they took it away. It's no longer there. Too many people were picking it and they had to pull it back. Barkley, 1 rushing receiving TD. Oh, wait. Well, I kind of like this one. Maybe I'll keep it. Chubb, I had over 13 points. Kamara over 12 points. Mahomes over 22 points. Rushing TD. Let's do this one too. Let's do a 5er on that one. I just want to lock that one in because I like the look of it. Okay. Barkley, 1 rushing TD. The Henry one's gone. Dalvin Cook, I think he gets a touchdown. I agree with that one. Did they take that one away? No, it's still here. Okay. So I got that one. Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson, rushing TD or receiving TD, either one. JJ. What's Fields have? 18 fantasy points. Okay. JJ, receiving TD. And then because the Henry one's no longer there, I gotta find one. Let's find another one that I like. Josh Allen. Monty. Joe Burrow. I don't like the weather there. I mean, I like some of that game. Daniel Jones, Barkley, we already got. So this is gonna be one different than Ron's, but Walker, I'm gonna stay away from that one for now. McKinnon, 28 rushing yards, over. Boom. Let's just drop another. I just like doing a bunch of these $5 ones. Honestly, get about $300 or $400 by winning 2 of them. Look at that. I mean, it's a fun $5 bet, guys. It's a fun $5. Ramondre, one rushing or receiving TD. Barkley, 1 rushing or receiving TD. Dalvin Cook, 1 rushing or receiving TD. JJ, 1 receiving TD. And McKinnon over 28.5 rushing yards. That feels like a gem right there. All right, so go drop these. They're that easy. My favorite one might be that one I just did, but this one's pretty good. Kamara higher than 12 fantasy points. Chubb higher than 12.95. Henry scoring a touchdown. That one's off the board now. JK over 58 yards. Mahomes over. I like that one. This is Ron Navy's. I like his a lot. It's fun. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. They'll match up to $100 on your first deposit, so make sure you get on over there to Underdog Fantasy. Link is pinned in the live chat, and they'll match up to $100. So if you deposit $20, they'll give you $20 if it's your first deposit and you're a new account. And then you can do these over unders. It's a 20 times multiplier, so $5 will win you 100, $10 will win you 200, 20 will win you 400, etc. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow morning. I'll be here probably half hour, if not a whole hour before kickoff, depending on if I go on Instagram or not. I might just come on YouTube the last whole hour leading into kickoff. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Good luck. Merry Christmas Eve, because it already is Christmas Eve. And happy holidays to everybody. Appreciate you all. Thank you for your super chats. Pal Derby. Appreciate Pal Derby. Appreciate Truss. Avi, thank you. Anti-Slayer, thank you. Kevin, Zach, Morales, Sir Bluntsworthy, Rav, thank you all for your super chats. J Fam, Johnny, Charles T, Crod, Golf, Jeezy, Alexander, Marquez, Charles T again, Johnny Not Bravo, Stephs, Sports, JML Sports, Zinsky, Based Mugs, Just Get It Done, Truss, Crod, Slick Rick, Hendrickson with a $20 hauler. Eric Ordonez, Truss, Travis Rowe, Zinsky, Truss again. Truss is a monster. To the moon, Truss. James Johnson, Crod again. Brian, Zinsky again. Chubbs, TM42. Johnny Not Bravo again. Eric Ordonez again. Appreciate you all. I'll see you all tomorrow morning before kickoff. Appreciate you. I work for you. This is the best job in the whole. Let me just tell you something real quick. This is the best job in the whole wide world. And granted, I made it for myself. Okay, this is what I do. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished here, no doubt about it. But I could not do it without you. You guys actually make the show, not me. Maybe I facilitate it well. Maybe I bring us together well. I understand all that, but I literally will not forget, and I will always know this. I will never forget it as we grow bigger and bigger, that I literally do work for you, and I appreciate you. So I just wanted to say that. Ron Navy, good morning, Ron Navy. We've been waiting for you. We did a draft without you. We put your picks up without you. Where have you been, Ron? I'll see you all in the morning. Ron, appreciate you. I'll probably be here 1 hour before kickoff. I'll be here the first half hour before kickoff, but I might do the whole hour. I'll see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Rock out. And don't forget the new emoji that we have for my YouTube exclusive members. Use this new emoji that we've been blessed with. Ron, they took away the Derrick Henry 1 touchdown prop. Too many people have been using it. I got it one of mine, but I tried to copy yours. I had to do one different player. Oh, you were in the draft, Ron? I'm sorry. Then you saw me. I tried to do your prop. All right, everybody. East Coast Tatty says we need to get Smitty to 25K subs by the start of next season. I agree with East Coast Tatty. Tell a friend. Tell your non-league mate friends that just love football news and football conversation and entertainment. I'll see you all later.
Kenneth Skywalker. Kenneth Lightsaber Swinging Skywalker.